All right, welcome again. So today I actually would like to take us back to the beginning. So back to where we started, one of the first exercises that we did was a body scan. And we've come a long ways. We've gone over a lot of different things. And I was thinking, it's like, I would love to take you back to one of those very early practices. That way you get to experience the simplicity and the power of these exercises. You know, in the beginning when we were first learning, it's just, am I doing this right? Am I thinking this, or should I be following here, or what should I be doing? And you know, there's a lot of that, just checking in with yourself, following along, not knowing what you're doing, you're just kind of hanging out. And now I'd like to take you back, walk you through a body scan, having you guys experiment with all of those things that we've been playing with. So, you know, those three basic elements of mindfulness being very deliberate, you know, it's on purpose, deliberately putting your attention in a particular place. It's in the present moment. It's right now. You know, it's not the breath that you took 2 minutes ago, it's this breath right here. And then non-judgment, and all the different flavors of non-judgment that we've been covering, you know, such as that it's not just deciding, you know, that's good or that's bad, but it's approaching it with curiosity that, I wonder what this says. Or that separating out fact from interpretation, you know, that pausing just a little bit. I'm just going to wait and collect a little bit more data. I'm going to observe just a little bit more before I decide what that actually is. You know, especially with sensations in our body, we're so used to them. You know, that there's some of them are just so automatic that, you know, we already, it's like, oh yeah, that's that. You know, especially if we have an old injury or, you know, a chronic illness, it's like we already have decided what that is. We know it really well. But what if you just took that approach that we've been dealing with of just maybe pausing and exploring, playing and just staying with it just a little bit more to see what exactly is this? What is right here? Maybe it has something else to say, something that it usually doesn't say, or something that I've already decided it's going to say, and it never has the chance to actually say what it wants to say. And so as we go through this body scan, I'm going to lead it through just the way I have been, you know, focusing on different parts of the body. But if something grabs your attention, I want you to just kind of tune me out, ignore me, stay with what you're noticing, and explore it a little bit. And then you can tune back in with the body scan, you know, wherever we're at. But take some liberty to really pay attention to what grabs your attention and stay there a little bit. You know, give yourself that permission to not do it my way, but to pay attention to what your body is telling you right now. So with that, we're going to just jump right in. We'll take a little bit of extra time here. Just exploring the body sensations, and then noticing, you know, the thoughts that come up with it, the emotions that come up with it, how that physical sensation might change the longer you stay with it. And giving yourself permission to just stay with what you need to stay with. All right. So taking a few really deliberate breaths. Noticing your inhale and your exhale. You might even give yourself that moment of pausing, noticing what you've been doing this morning, moving about, doing things. And then noticing sitting right here, sitting in this chair, right here, right now, taking this breath. You might even hear the sound of your breath as you breathe. As you slow down, quiet down just a bit, starting to pay attention to that internal experience. Noticing the air at your nose, feeling the inhale and the exhale as you breathe. Maybe noticing just those little tiny changes in your cheeks, around your nose, or your soft palate as you inhale and then exhale. And feeling the temperature difference of the air, where it's just a little bit cooler on the inhale and a little bit warmer on the exhale. And again, sometimes there's that tendency to go, oh, I know how to breathe. I've done this so many times. Then I move my attention to my chest, which is true. Noticing that that might be here. And then also coming back to feel into what does your body feel like right now? What does it feel like to breathe into your chest in this moment? Noticing any tightness or looseness, where it might feel a little pressured, or where it feels easy to breathe. Noticing that space right there at your breastbone. And the ribs reach around to meet right there in the middle. Sometimes it can feel like there's just this little tiny pulling open with the inhale and a relaxing back down with the exhale. Or even feeling the very bottom of your breastbone, that little tiny point there. The ribs curl up to meet it. And the diaphragm attaches right there at that point. Feeling how the diaphragm can pull down on the inhale. The ribs expanding out to the sides. And then relaxing back down as you exhale. Noticing the back of your body as you breathe. Feeling a little bit of pressure there in your low back. Pressing up against the chair behind you. Or noticing how your shoulder blades move just slightly with each inhale and exhale. and feeling the rhythm of your breath. The inhale, perhaps a pause, or perhaps it flows right into the exhale. And at the end of the exhale, there might be a pause, or it might flow right back into the inhale. Noticing if you have short breaths today or longer breaths, or if the exhale is longer than the inhale, or vice versa. However your breathing is right now in this moment, there's nothing to change or fix. It's all just breathing. And every time you notice that your mind has wandered, just notice it. You say, hey, wandering mind, I see you. And then you come back to your breathing, your inhale and your exhale, over and over and over and over again, as many times as your brain needs. And so as we start to scan through our bodies, keeping your attention on the breath, maybe even breathing into those different places as we touch them with our awareness. And again, noticing for yourself what catches your attention, what grabs your focus. You know, if thoughts or emotions come up, stay there a while, play with it. Breathe into it just a little bit longer. Just welcoming in whatever is present. Even judgment, welcoming in the judgment that might come up, that might be related to a particular sensation. We just welcome it all. So starting down in your feet, noticing your toes, your heels, the bottom of your feet, the top of your feet. Noticing what sensations are present in your feet right now. At first glance, you might feel nothing. You might feel the weight of your feet on the floor, or the pressure of a shoe around your foot. You might notice cold or heat. You might notice that the longer you leave your attention there, your feet might start to buzz or tingle. As you inhale and exhale, letting your awareness drop all the way down into your feet, almost as if you're breathing all the way down into your feet. Taking that moment to slow down and adjust to being that far down in your body, your awareness all the way down there in your feet. And then noticing your ankles, feeling the bones and the muscles, perhaps the little muscle twitches that happen, going up into your shins and your calves. Perhaps feeling the texture of fabric on your skin. Just noticing the sensations that are there in your lower legs. Noticing your knees. Noticing where there might be tightness or looseness or pain or comfort. If you notice an old familiar sensation, you might say, "Oh, I see you. I know you're there." And if it grabs your attention, you want to stay with it and just observe it a little longer, then do so. Using your breath to stay here in the moment, just staying and playing with whatever is here. And then moving that attention up into your thighs, noticing the top of your thighs, the bottom of your thighs, feeling the weight of your legs on the chair underneath you. Perhaps noticing where there's cool or warmth. And taking a moment to notice your legs from your hip bones all the way down to your feet. Just noticing the legs that are present right now in this moment. And then feeling into your hips, noticing where there might be tension or pain or ease. Or you might have that urge to move to make things feel more comfortable. Another place where we can settle in and notice thoughts, judgments, emotions. Just kind of float up to the surface. Just welcoming whatever is here. Breathing up your back. Noticing your low back, the middle of your back, your upper chest, your shoulder blades. Feeling the whole length of your spine from that base of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Noticing the sensations there in your back, that place holding you up, keeping you upright. Noticing the tension, the pressure. And from those shoulders flowing down into your arms, your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms. Noticing those shoulder joints. Sometimes there can be tension that goes all the way from the wrist up into the shoulder. And then feeling down into the hands, the fingers, the palms, the back of the hands. Noticing the sensations that are there in your hands. Whatever your hands are touching or resting on. The warmth or the coolness in the fingertips. And from the fingertips going back up the arms to the shoulders, back to the neck, and from the neck going up the back of the head, feeling the back of the head behind the ears, all the way to the top of the head, then over into the forehead, noticing your eyebrows and the muscles around your eyes. The space between your eyebrows, the outside corners of your eyes, places where we tend to hold a lot of tension. And again, not trying to make anything relax or change, simply curiously exploring what's there, noticing whether there's tension or pain or tightness. And just breathing and noticing. Noticing the cheeks, the jaw, the muscles in the lower part of the face. These two can hold a lot of tension, a lot of thoughts, a lot of emotions. Just noticing, breathing into those jaw muscles, welcoming whatever is present. And then taking your attention back to your breath, breathing into your chest, filling your torso, inhaling and exhaling, spreading that awareness to take in your whole body, from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. And just taking a moment to notice your whole body, breathing into all of it, just as it is right now in this moment. And then taking a few more breaths. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes.